The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from wildcard weekend. Nicole Hardman now on the return, and this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Go! First carry here for Jordan James. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, well, you can't do it better than that.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. It's a design boot. Catch made over the middle. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Ruben Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To his back it goes, Jordan James. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Here's a give inside to James. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rourke. Stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Here's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock. And I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro sets the kickoff.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready to go. Vegas.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Williams to throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
What is it? Hold on.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
49-yard line.
What is up?
Here's Williams. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
39-yard line.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Vegas!
On 4th down, it's Williams. Left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco.
Kate, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10.
What is it?
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
32!
Out of the pistol, Williams. 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's taken in by Romadunze. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
We've set it downs from 37. First down, Williams. Setting up the running back screen. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. No finding his back. Mixon. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Yes.
First down, Williams to throw. Throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Toss play, Swift. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Williams from the gun. Catch is made in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Romadunze touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bears 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardman with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10. Rourke looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's James running right. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun on 3rd down. Has his man. It stops. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running with James. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now run, James. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. From the left hash, this is from 47. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Williams on the play action. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. Escapes the defender. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What is up?
Keeping it with Mixon. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
What is up?
On the ground again with Mixon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready to hunt. Here we go.
Williams will look to throw. Pass brought in by Burton. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. We've set it down from 37.
Ready to
1st
hunt.
and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yes. Tackle.
First down throw by Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
First down, here's Swift. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now here's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears reduce the lead to just 4. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game.
17. Bears 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Run now with James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action with Rourke. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Third and long for him here. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Rourke out of the shotgun. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
What is up?
A give to Mixon up the middle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
What is up? Yes, 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 yes.
Williams to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And he's caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Roll the Dudes a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game.
Bears 21. Santos to kick off.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Rourke to throw. Screen play here for James. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run. It's James. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going deep! And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He has it at the 13. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 30-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
What is it? Tell Dilly! Tell Dilly!
Look at this option play now on 2nd down. Rolling into enemy territory. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting... The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
What is it?
Heads out on the bootleg. Buying some time right. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Justin Reed with the tackle.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Wilson, hold on. Yes. Tackle.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Williams going to run with it. Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on 1st down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Wilson, hold on.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
On play action, here's Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardman with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Hardman on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Rourke looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready to run.
Off the play fake, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Ready to run. Vegas, Vegas.
Working from the gun, Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Running with Mixon at the gun. Now a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready to run. Yeah. Combo.
To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
49ers into the dime defensively. 3rd down.
Ready to run. Stop.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Still has some space inside the 35. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Kicker staying on the sideline. Would have been a 48-yard try. Instead, they're going for it on 4.
Vegas! Yes. Cover.
Back to throw it. It's on target to Moore. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bears football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Biggie Angels. That's your man.
Here's a design run. Oh, he lost the football. And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Ready, set. Yes. Punch first. Vegas. Yes. Cover.
3rd and goal. It's Williams. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return coming from the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Rourke. Brought in right side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that gives the 49ers the 1st. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Rourke looking to pass. Short pass brought in. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Give left side to James. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. There's a give inside to James. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Here we go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. From his own end zone, here we go. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 13-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
What is that?
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
16 yards.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready to go.
Now here's Williams. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. And the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready to go. Volunteer.
Williams on the play action. That's more of the catch out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
What is it? Vegas!
First down, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here's Swift on second down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears jump in front late. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardman with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they had the look. Shirley didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Kittle's got it on the slant. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. A close call that time, Brock, whether that was interference or not, but it doesn't end up mattering as the catch was made and the penalty was declined.
Yeah, I don't envy these officials, these back judges, side judges who typically make those interference calls. There's so much contact in this game, but to your point, it really matters. The offense decides to decline.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pickup of 2 here. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Shotgun now for Rourke. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They are throwing it again. Screen play here for James. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this won't be caught. The clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Throwing now. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.